Howdy ho again, everyone. Today we're going to be checking out Terminus Zombie Survivors. This is a zombie survival roguelike. I checked this game out about 2 years ago, and it's still one of my favorite turn-based survival games on Steam. Like I said, a zombie survival roguelike that pretty much nails the feeling of playing a tabletop RPG or like a zombie survival board game with just tons of ambience, but a lot of horror flavor to it. Still offers like a pretty light, fun, and enjoyable roguelike experience, though, overall, with a few satisfying hours, which still manages to be immersive and overall very fun. It's got that it factor. But anyway, I did get an email from the developer that the game was being released into 1.0. Since I'd already covered the game years ago, I bought it with my own money, and I've already given it my full endorsement. Yes, of course I accepted the sponsor, so this is a sponsored video. But that being said, a lot of content has been added here. We're already on a different main menu. We've got like a level up system from run to run. We've got new classes. We've got new scenarios. We've got new art, animations, and everything. And overall, just the game is a lot better. But better seen than described. Anyway, let's get started with the new game right here. Okay, so here are our class selections. We could be the soldier, the firefighter, or the police officer. Those are the three default classes, but we've got athlete, security guard, and student, which I've unlocked since I beat the game as a soldier. I think I'm good on that. That gives you melee attack damage, but I'm going to go in as the athlete. A scholar athlete, if you will. I'm actually going to, let's see, where are we going to put our points? I think it kind of makes sense if we get into combat, we have all of these action points, so let's have something to use them with, so let's improve our combat skill. How is that compared with our... Okay, I mean, that is slightly better, because I'm used to playing as the soldier, which has just ridiculously good combat. We're going to be a good sleeper and an alcoholic, so we're basically like a narcoleptic alcoholic, which is a pretty great starting point. We've got a lot of new options in the game scenario, but I am going to be playing the default Sanctuary start, where we're trying to make our way to Terminus, hence the name Terminus. Now, as you go, you unlock more of these things, but I digress. Let's just get started. Okay, so we have spawned in. The game objective. Infected zombies are attacking people. It's just me. Your house is still safe, but electricity and water have been cut off, and there are few supplies left. In your last communication, you learn that the surviving people have gathered in Terminus, which is this building with defenders at it. Arrive at the Terminus safely to survive. Now, we could either follow the railroad tracks or use a radio in order to locate Terminus, because this is our current tile we're standing in. We're looking down at me in 2D form, standing inside of my house, and here's the doors, the windows, and so on and so forth. So we're down here. This is like a random start where you spawn in at, and you've got all kinds of locations. We're gonna have to go explore all around this map to find Terminus, because Terminus could be anywhere. Generally, I found that it's in the top, so I'm kind of banking on going north, but getting a radio or locating those railroad tracks ASAP is pretty important. Okay, so let's talk about, so that's our objective. We want to go find Terminus, and the game ends once we get to Terminus. Ooh, Bible early on. That is a good find. Just going to kind of keep moving around as I explore, use my AP to... Ooh, good ammunition already, right from the start. This is a good starter house. What are the things we have? So we've looked at the minimap. We've got our inventory, which is pretty basic, but effective. I like this. Bible will give us morale as we go. Now, other things, we've got our HP, hit points, fairly self-explanatory. We just want to avoid disease or anything that would hurt us. AP, which kind of makes this feel like a board gamey type of experience, and I personally like that. We've got a lot of good stuff in here. Let's go ahead and equip that. Does that actually take AP? Yeah, we're wearing our hoodie now, so we've got a little bit of temperature resistance. Satiety, which is a word you rarely hear said. I really just read that one in print most of the time. But anyway, the satiety. Actually, this is a gear. What is this, scrap metal? I generally have a tendency not to craft. I am more of just a kind of a loot goblin, so I think I'm going to avoid that. I'll actually pick up this plank just because I don't have many weapons, and you tend to go through weapons pretty quickly in this game. I would like to put this down ASAP. But if I get backed into a corner, I'm a little bit screwed if it's just me and my plank. Or rather, if it's me and no weapon. So I just want to make sure that doesn't happen. That did happen to me earlier on, where I just got backed into a corner and I was kind of screwed. Let's see. So I've got the pepper. I'm not really going to be doing much cooking either. Yeah, let's just make our way out of the house. Amazing stuff. Also, hydration, energy. Energy is our sleep, and morale, which is a little bit more mysterious, but as long as that doesn't drop down too low, we're fine. Anyway, let's... oh, we need to recover AP before we move to the next tile. So we've recovered 13.5 AP. It's currently 8 a.m., and we're going to make our way to an unidentified place. So we found our way to, yes, that's right, another house. Amazing, isn't it? Let's go ahead and have an explore over here. So we're generally revealing the fog of war. We want to be a little bit careful and take baby steps since we're the athlete. We don't really have very good observation skills. Now we can improve that throughout the course of our playthrough. I'm just going to whack this guy with a plank and use up these heavy planks. Let's just go over here, see if we can open the door. Locked. We're going to have to find another way in. We don't have to explore everything, but I personally like it. And we've got another zombie over there. Okay, so just combat right here. We've got zombies moving around and just generally being a menace. These are the squares that they are like have a threat on, and then they could also move over to the other ones. Now we could attack the legs. Legs would pretty much just immobilize the zombie, or would make it into legs make it into a crawler. If you destroy the body, it just becomes like kind of a severed head. Actually, I don't know what happens if we just attack the body. Let's find out. If we just go straight for the body. Okay, then it loses its arms, so it can move around, which is problematic still. I only did that because I have tons of AP. But you can kind of take off various parts of the zombie, immobilizing it, or just generally, like, neutering its abilities as you go. Can be useful, especially if you have weapons that are better against, like, legs or arms or something like that. So there is... You don't have to just kill every zombie that you find, although that is useful for experience, which we're acquiring even as we move around, which is quite cool. Okay, we've got a lot more food in here. We can just go ahead and take this. I'm just going to try to eat these perishables because they do go bad pretty fast. Morale from cheese. I, too, gain morale when I eat cheese. It generally improves my mood. And we want to be careful that we don't end a turn with too many AP. You know, what weapons do I have now? I still don't really have many viable weapons. I think I will pick up another plank or two while I don't have much. You want to preserve your weapons here, because generally speaking, what has gotten me killed in playthroughs is just running out of good weapons. You tend to go through them pretty fast. So really making use of everything, especially the fact that I'm an alcoholic. If I... drink heavily at the beginning, I'll avoid getting into the situation that sometimes happens to me in this game where I have to drink all of the alcohol right at the very end. So you're just like ailing in health, like just drinking copious bottles of alcohol and stumbling your way into the Terminus, which, if it does work, is honestly a moral victory, but usually it doesn't, so there is that. Anyway, what else have we got? So we've got our map here. We've got unidentified places around, so some of the items that we'll find will be able to help us identify what's what. If we can get to, like, a very useful location, say, for example, a library, we might be able to get a lot of early, I don't know, improvement here. Libraries tend to be great places to pick up new skills. You can actually increase your attributes with the books at the library, but more houses. Houses not bad. Houses have decent loot in this, at least, I seem to have entered a trap. Oh, wow, this one actually has great range. Good thing that I had a lot of AP back there. Okay, so he will pursue me. Don't you love the kind of board gamey look and feel of this? I think that might be my personal favorite part of this game. Okay, so do we have anything that could make a bandage? I guess while we don't have any bandage-ness, let's go ahead and just take this rag into my inventory. So go through a window here, and that looks like, ooh, a pistol suppressor. We have bullets, but we don't have a pistol yet, so we'll just save that for when we do get one. It'll be nice because we won't make as much noise. Fresh shrimp that causes disease. Maybe not such a good idea. No, I'm not really counting on doing any cooking today either. I just kind of want to keep moving. You really get rewarded in this game for just moving around fast. You gotta go. You know, you can't stay. Unless if you really get traits that allow you to, like, hunker down in one area. Couldn't find anything useful there. Is there anything out of this door? Okay, we got a zombie over... That's that little threat sound effect. If we get to night, the visibility is going to drop right now. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 16 o'clock. We want to get everything done before sundown if we can. And then, okay, there's a couch in here, so we could sleep in here, but... Hopefully we'll find something. Okay, alarm clocks. I'll take one alarm clock. That's acceptable. I'll leave the other one, though. Is there anything I could do to, like, dismantle this, actually? Nah, you know what? I'm not even going to do crafting anyway, so I'm just going to leave that. I generally, like I said, just loot goblin. Alright, I'll throw on another jacket in case if it gets chilly out. Otherwise, though, it looks like that this house is a decent place. Let's search the couch. Oh, sleeping pills! Actually not terrible, although I already have, like, the ability to sleep anywhere with my sloth-like nature. Not really anything that helps me identify, though. I think we might be able to get in one more location before nightfall. Yeah, the last time I played this, I did beat it. But it took me 1 week... Okay, now I'm in front of one of them. I'm gonna have to get into another combat. Let me just end the turn. I'll recover my AP. Now, the athlete recovers... What was that, like 13.5 AP or something like that? Yeah, 13.5 AP. That also depends on how much energy you have left, so I'm getting kind of tired now, and I'm not recovering as much... Here we go. We'll use up this plank. I'm not really recovering as much HP as the day kind of winds down. Ooh, raincoat. We already have an umbrella, so I'm feeling better about that. I don't really need that. I didn't really get to the end of my AP. See, I'm going to have AP spill over. I wish your AP went up to a higher max. That would be nice. Is there anything else I could do? I could read the Bible for a few minutes so that I use up some of those excess AP. Okay, now I'm down to 7.6. I'll read the Bible while I prepare to move to the next house. And it is sunset. I'm going to do it anyway. Don't do what I'm doing because you want to move around in the light, except that I got a little greedy right there. Maybe I'm getting greedy. Okay, good. The window was open. Now I'm really going to need a light source. But this is a hardware store, so perhaps we will find... Ooh, this is good. Perhaps we will find a flashlight of some sort. Let's maybe do that. We'll end our turn. And we basically just want to secure this room and then go to sleep on the floor. Okay, so at night we are kind of stuck just walking into darkness. If we manage to locate some sort of light source, this can be way better, but right now we're just... I mean, we have a bunch of axes with us, so we're just kind of flailing into the dark if anyone comes by. Okay, lighter. Potentially a fire or something. I think I'll just leave that sweater there. I just want to make sure there's nobody in the room, because I don't want to be, like, awoken to the sound of being eaten. I would rather it be someone coming through the door, you know? That way I have some type of warning. Oh, this is actually a rather large room, but we've got a whole... We aren't really, like, salvaging or scavenging any slower, though. It's just... We're just kind of sitting here. It's only 11 o'clock at night still. Okay, another umbrella. I'll take the tape. That's fine. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. I got another skill. Minus 25% AP consumption when searching or inspecting. So that's another, like, half a point of AP for every search. Or more AP recovery. This is going to keep coming back, this offering, though, Energizer. Or minus 50, we just don't want to fight zombies out of sight. Maybe, because we're still going to be doing a lot of searching now, and we are at the beginning of the game, let's decrease the cost of searching. Amazing stuff. Okay, so searching is no longer as expensive anymore, which is great, obviously. Let's go over here, and then over here, and then over here. And cool. All right, so this place is... And let me just grab... Actually, you know what? My items are pretty good now. I can leave these on the floor. I've got a variety of weapons. I don't think I need to carry around a bunch of planks with me anymore. Okay, so now behold the amazing ability that I have chosen to sleep on the ground. This is my superpower, that I can just lie on top of a plank. And yes, it's as good as a bed at a 5-star hotel. The many skills I possess from being a scholar athlete. I think the one main threat to our existence right now... Oh, God. Okay, so there is an enemy that's come into the room. One broke into the door while we were asleep. Not great. It looks like there are multiple around here. I'm going to take out the bat and use that. Now, I do believe we get, like, a hit penalty here, since this is in the dark. And it looks like there's another one over here. Yeah, I see all the misses I'm getting. Okay, so that took a lot more work to take out those ones. Really only because I had all those AP from the beginning of my turn. But now I need to go into another room because I need another sound warning. I don't want to sleep like that. So now I need to go ahead and explore another room. So I didn't really get a very good night's sleep. You really want to avoid combat in this game, or combat where you'll definitely lose. Like, do not get into a fight that you know you'll lose. If you leave yourself open to a zombie with full AP, wow, this place is huge. You will be in for a nasty surprise. Okay, so day has dawned. This door is open. We might even just like sleep here for an hour or so. The only thing I'm eyeing now is my satiety. Don't get me wrong, it's good to get a hardware store in early, but I wouldn't mind like an orange, an apple, some sort of produce. I need nourishment. Skillful search. Okay, map fragment. This is a very nice thing to have. So map fragment. I was gonna say map fragment. I don't really find many other sources of clean water, so let's just cast this aside. You know, maybe I won't sleep until I've found food. I think that's probably the next biggest threat right here. Let's use this, and we have found several things, including a restaurant and a library, as well as 3 houses, a railroad station, a pharmacy, and electronics store. So let's go ahead and check out our map. Oh, wow, that's amazing. This can just happen anywhere on the map, but this was right next to us, so this is great. Our pharmacy, we already know about that. Okay, so I was just totally going off in the wrong direction. Back where we were, I wish it showed you which of these were already explored, because now I forget. Okay, visited 10 hours ago. Now I remember. Where did I start? I guess this must have been my starting house. So we went this way, this way, this way, and then this way. Okay, yeah, I'm just like retracing my footsteps. That is useful. So if we go back that other way, we visit the restaurant. Ooh, look at all of the weapons I am acquiring. Yes, weapons. Lumber. I would prefer not to heave a large chunk of lumber at them. Okay, good. Well, we did find more food. All right. So if we just take this beer, that will greatly increase my morale. Hopefully get me to I can save that can of cola for the next place. And I really enjoy the kind of like murder hobo energy of these types of games where you're managing like the pieces of string in your pocket, you know? This is like that kind of Neo Scavenger vibe where it's like you hit the wild dog with a nickel that is in your pocket, piercing its skull, like just crazy stuff that's happening in the game. Which is honestly best experienced through like a text-based adventure I've always found. Just imagining the bizarre descriptions playing out in the... Oh god, I've almost walked into an attack. Fortunately, I have a nickel in my pocket. Now, one thing I could do is just run around these fights, which would it be worth it? You know, for right now, let me have some self-confidence. I wish to gain the experience. Although, keep in mind, I have seen like when I strike a zombie, you just get a disease. I'm not quite sure why. Not all the time. That doesn't mean zombification necessarily. But disease can be pretty annoying if you don't have any antibiotics, so we're going to wait on that. And a couple other things. Actually, as we get more items, yeah, we can cut fence. We can start to interact with our environment in entirely new ways. The restaurant has been entered by me. Man, I'm liking this skillful search. This is really nice. Okay, so even more ammunition. We still don't have a weapon yet. In my last playthrough, I found all weapons and no ammo, and now I find all ammo and no weapons. Ah, fantastic wine. We can make up for last night's sleep tonight. I'm going to keep the Bible on me because it's pretty much a renewable source of morale, which is great. We have more axes than I know even what to do with. But let me eat this lettuce before it goes stale. Yeah, you know, like managing the 6 bottles of drinking water in your inventory. If only... I just love the famishment of characters in these types of games, too. I do enjoy it. Don't get it twisted. I love a good water bottle drinking simulator. I'm not quite sure why. It just speaks to me. In order to get across the room, I will need to drink 25% of this water bottle. Otherwise, I will die when I cross the room. And yet it speaks to me in so many ways. Okay, so coffee, yes, morale via coffee is a great idea. I know I'm, like, really over-encumbering myself with weapons, but it's just so that I can fight everybody. I have a tendency to run out of weapons, and yes, I am going to eat and drink all of this. Or almost all of it. Right here in front of you. It's going to be disgusting. Like I said, we just gonna want to pack mule it. Be great if we found another survivor at this point. There are other survivors. We need like a good, strong survivor so that we can just pack some items onto them and then leave them for a meat shield. That would be ideal. Okay, so we're going to search this corpse. We will use up our gloves condition. Now, if we don't have gloves, we could, again, contract the disease, which would be suboptimal. I'm actually going to throw down these knives. One thing you could do is just, let's see what is the heaviest stuff in our inventory. It happens to be that the axes, also the pans are pretty heavy. We should probably hit people with pans. We did really well at the start of this game, just finding weapons. Usually it does not go this well. Okay, I've located body armor in this car, which is amazing. This may be annoying, though, because now I have to wear body armor. Ooh, antibiotics, though. I don't believe we can drive the car unless if we are a particular certain class. We have way too much stuff on us now, though. I'm gonna have to just... you know, though... I mean, we could sell it. I just have to use up some of these heavier weapons. The fighting knife is useful, don't get twisted. I'm just gonna throw off a lot of extra weight. Okay, I prefer to suffer immensely while carrying way too much stuff rather than putting some things down. At least until I find a place where I belong, which hopefully we are at that now. We are at the library and the electronics store, as well as the railroad tracks are just ahead. We can use these to start finding Terminus, but I'm hoping that the electronics store will contain a radio. And if it does, then we can use that to instantly locate Terminus. Because the railroad tracks, although, you know, like, the idea of, following around some railroad tracks sounds exciting and adventurous, perhaps. Railroad tracks have a tendency to just kind of drag on with little loot to be had. Okay, I'm getting very tired. It's time for me to get into the library and then go immediately to sleep. But let's use up one of these pans first, preferably on the weaker one. This is just a regular zombie. And my god, my pans are so durable. I need to destroy my own weaponry before it crushes me under its own weight. Good, another opportunity to destroy my pan. 63 points. So we're using up about 9% of the pan's life force in order to attack these people. Let's just see, is there anything else that we have that's like very low condition? We should really be using the lowest condition ones first. I feel silly putting down weapons. Now, you'll appreciate this later on, but I insist on keeping my vest and body armor. Let's just use these vitamins to push forward for another 20 minutes so that we could get into the library, maybe. Please, oh God, don't die. I don't want to open the door with this little AP left. Again, we're going to have to search this. God damn it. Maybe I'll break down the door, force it open with a crowbar. Yes, I have made it. Finally, the utility in carrying around just a bunch of useless crap with me. I guess I could leave it on the floor. Oh God, what do I do? I mean, if I put down the body armor, because there is a zombie right here. There is a zombie moan. Let's walk over. Nope. Okay, walk 1 over. Now 2 over. Let's just try to get some ground between us and this zombie. I will search the table and then I will allow the... We have located a radio! Amazing stuff. Oh, God. That really took me off guard. I spent the whole last playthrough looking for a radio and I didn't find one and I was very depressed. Unbelievable depression had smitten me. But now I am avenged. Let's go ahead and then now use the radio. So we have... Like, that being said, there will be playthroughs that just go by and you're like, where is the radio? Where is the radio? And there's no radio, but this time I have conveniently, almost as if I had edited this to make it look better. I did just play an entire playthrough and die horribly where I couldn't find a radio and it was quite sad. So I waited for this one. Anyway, that is say. Okay, so we have found the Terminus. North 9.8 degrees and east 1.8 degrees. Terminus is basically the survivor building. So, now armed to the teeth with pans, soju, beer, and bottles of wine, I'm going to sleep in any building I find and press my way forward, whacking everyone with a pan as I gradually shed weight from what is essentially a giant ruck toward Terminus, which it always seems to be in the north. I'm not sure if this always happens, but it always seems to be along this edge of the map. So, top and center, we do have a long way to go to get there, but I'm confident in something happening. Anyway, we can avoid the dangerous places with that. Let's move through the rest of this building to see if we can find any other zombies in this immediate room. And then after that, go to sleep here, because we do need to recover quite a lot. I'm not hearing any moans. I'm not hearing any moans. I think I am a safe boy. Let me just go here. Nope, I am not safe at all. Let's go over there. This is why you always check the room before the danger has arrived. Let's go in with the pan again. Did he completely break the window? Oh, God, they can still get through. All right, let's make our way back. This one will enter the room, doubtless. Oh, no, he's right at the window. Okay, fine, I will take him out again. Oh, it's just a crawler. So this is one that's lost his legs. If we take out the torso, then he just becomes a head sitting there, snatching, biting, and clawing. Well, not really clawing because he doesn't have any claws anymore, but doing that at people nearby. Tool damage, better ears. I think we'll just take Energizer here because I could use it because I'm using up way too many AP. Let's go in here. Just make sure that the doors are closed. Now I have to search a whole other room. It's already 2 a.m. Now I'm down to only 4 hours of sleep. Hopefully I will have some vitamins or something in here. I don't hear any moans. Okay, I think I will just sleep right here as far as I can from any other entrances and go. All right. Hopefully get a solid 4 hours of sleep tonight. We may even sleep into the sunrise. Unfortunately, we are doing that, but we do kind of need the sleep, so it's fine. I didn't really want to use the alarm clock anyway. I think I'd rather just get the sleep. All right, but hydration has gone down to 0 now. Fortunately, we have lots of... Well, let's use up the alcohol in order to improve just everything. Let me start the day by drinking an entire bottle of wine. As I do every day. Drunk and thirsty. All right, now we... As I learned in college, you have to hydrate after just consuming an entire bottle of wine at the soiree. Oh wait, not without eating this orange. You have to get those electrolytes into you. There we go. Okay, so we've pretty much filled up all of our stat bars. We are drunk, so we don't get as much AP recovery and hit chances down. But let's go ahead and, we do know where Terminus is, but we still have a long way to go. We have a street map. Street map can be useful. It's pretty light, so I'm willing to add that in over all of our other stuff. Now, the radio can be used again. This one has only 26% charge. It will tell you of other locations nearby Terminus, but right now it wouldn't help me much because that's not really in my immediate vicinity. So I think that if we just focus on the present... Okay, so we could improve our agility stat if we read 434 pages of this thick book. May actually be worth it. Some stats are not really worth... Oh God. Hello, firefighter zombie right there. I don't really have enough AP left for this turn, so let me just hide. I'm not here. I didn't do that. Okay, he ignored that, unfortunately. So now here they come through the window. I have 15 more AP. I'm starting to think that maybe... Defense plus 3.5 is not bad. It's just that... This... weighted vest is so heavy, man. Like, look at the weight on this thing. 3+. This thing is 6 encumbrance. Like, 3 fire axes are the same weight as this thing. Now, I'm sure that there would be some characters who were much stronger that could wear this and it not really debuff them, but I think I'm just going to leave this thing on the floor. Like, it's just been keeping me down. This character is supposed to be agile and light. I'm kind of like a rogue class right now. It just doesn't work with my build. Otherwise, every single step, it's wearing down on me. Okay, this guy has a lot of health. I want to make sure we have enough AP to get away. What is going to deal a lot of damage here? I may have to resort to one of my axes. Okay, yeah, this is my lowest condition axe. Oh, I actually think I can take him out from here. All right, that was decent. So I was saving the better weapons for that. And I succeeded. Amazingly. Keepsake collector. Oh, that's actually not that bad. Plus 20% chance to get an item when killing a zombie. Or location of an electronics store nearby. Well, we've already kind of got an electronics store. I don't think we'll need so many of them throughout the run. Keepsake collector might not be that bad, but I'm not sure it's worth 217 pages. We'll grab it for a second, because there should be a desk around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather up all the books that I find in the library. The library. How do you even... I don't really understand where that... Why do people call it the library? Why? Sorry, I'm just being an idiot. Never mind me. Let's go ahead and grab more stuff. I'll just do the last of the searching here. I don't really need that stuff. Intuition. Oh, this could be really, really useful. I think intuition might be a better skill, just because it helps you with night fighting so much more. I would prefer that. Boat handling skill. I mean, there's so many other things. Driving. Reading a driver's manual in order to drive. Amazing stuff. We've already got the keepsake collector. Sometimes we will get something really useful from one of these books, though. Location of gun shop nearby. Okay, that is a little more useful, perhaps, because we have all this ammunition so far. We got one book on agility already, so I'm thinking maybe, depending upon how much satiety we are able to satisfy, I've got enough. I mean, the main thing is I really want to hunker down with some food here. But if we sit down at a desk and read, it's going to increase the reading speed by 20%. So let's go over here, maybe to this desk. Looks like we've got another room over here. I just want to search this one last room to see if there's anything else potentially useful in this library. We've got another zombie there, but he'll just, like, destroy that window or whatever. That's fine. Fast learning. Increase experience by plus 20%. That's incredible. And then also dexterity. Let me just see. What is our dexterity at? Dexterity is, it's not really what it typically is. When your dexterity is high, crafting speed and the results durability are increased. So since we're not really doing too much crafting, I'm not specializing in that this run. I'm not even going to take that. I'm just going to ignore it. And let's just go here. That learning speed is going to be pretty key because we're still early on in this run. Yeah, let's go ahead. Maybe back here to the desk. So this library, an early library is a good find. Are we at the desk? Okay, so we're at the desk. We are using the desk. I actually have to be facing it that way. Break the desk in order to read faster. Eat the book. I really enjoy this logic. Potentially the street map, although the street map uses up a lot of AP, depending upon where we are. Which one do we want first? So we'll get agility, intuition. I'm just thinking if we won't have enough time, we'll have to save some of these books on us. I think probably the most important one here is fast learning. So let's use up all of our AP and see how far we can get with this. So 30 pages with the remaining AP from that turn. Now we're out of AP. I'm going to end the turn. The funny part is that with all of this AP, I can read faster. Because it must be because I'm a scholar athlete. There's only one explanation. I'm like Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting. I know that's not the plot of Good Will Hunting, but leave me to my imagination in peace. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. All right. Fast learning. Yeah, whoops. Okay, so I've increased my reading speed by 20%, so I guess that means I read one more page. Generally speaking, for each AP you use, you get 5 AP, but since we're at a desk, see how that says 6 pages per AP on the little window over there? So where are we at now? Page 114, so we've got through about a quarter of the book. Yeah, we're just going to pretty much stay here all day. And then I'll probably sleep tonight as well in this library. In the library. Here we are, 198. Okay, so this is going to speed up our learning. So we'll get more experience through even something simple like walking. I now know how to do a karate chop from walking enough. I'm just learning. I'm constantly thinking. The mega mind. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and do some reading for a bit. Okay, so I've finished up the learning book. I've acquired fast learning, so that's great. I can just leave this book here because it is no longer useful to me, except for eating it, of course. Now, of the other things, I'm thinking if we do, isn't really going to get us much further, but knowing the location of a gun shop would be nice. So it's actually quite far away. I do believe this will give us more gun shops if we keep looking into it. It would be nice to get another location of one, because that is quite far. Okay, so these gun shops are few and far between. But this one is more or less directly on our path to the Terminus. So we'll just try to go up this way and see if we can get to that. I could do maybe even one more, but it might not be worth it to me at that point. 6 bullets is fine. It's not that many. I've seen as many as like 20 or 30 in a run. I think the street map I'm good on. I don't really feel like using that anymore. It is a useful thing to have around. It's just more weight, though, honestly. As far as agility, we have to think about, are we going to need satiety first? I think we just go ahead and... I'm like managing what is most likely to kill me first. I think I will just drink some soju. We'll go to sleep. And then tomorrow morning when we wake up, we go out and look for food. We keep some of these books on us because 20% reading speed is fine, but I got the main experience gain that I was looking for. Can you actually wake up hungover? I don't believe so. All right, well, then I can read in the library. God, I'm like, I'm a scholar athlete. This is the life. I've been drinking in the library. I mean, I don't know what your education was like, but I went to a liberal arts college, sir. And I'm trading... And here we go. Oh, God, this has such murder hobo energy. I love this. I don't even know if this... Is that really even the right term? Murder hobo? I mean, that's That's when you basically take out the quest giver. Like, it has more advantage than doing the quest. But I'm not quite sure what you call this, but yeah. Like strangling a man with a string. Something like that. What is this game? Okay, enough. If you've made it to this point in the video, you enjoy the minutia of these games, I'm just gonna assume. Don't even talk to me, son. Alright, let's go ahead and read the rest of this book. Okay, I have gained agility. Move AP decreases by 25%. There's a 40% chance to avoid attack. So we have top agility now. Let me just go back into my stats. Top agility, top health. So just tons of AP and tons of dodge. The main thing we want to avoid is just getting backed into a corner, because our character will dodge like most attacks. We're extremely resilient, but we can't carry that much. We're okay in combat because of everything I did. We wanted to see if we can find some flashlights and stuff. Food and flashlights here, because we're great on weapons. In fact, still carrying too much, but just the sheer amount of AP we recover each turn is bound to keep me alive. It's not really worth it to do anymore, though. I'll keep intuition for night zombies, and the other book might be useful too, but whatever, it's fine. I can't do that. Again, I'm a little bit over encumbered still. Also, too, I just want to show that we are gaining experience at 289.7, but even just by walking over here, we go up to 293.4. So we're gaining experience at a breakneck pace. Be careful now. It's about to get weird. Even weirder than it was. Okay, so we'll go up to the electronics store up here and hopefully find some electricity. Maybe like an iPod or something like that to keep me excited. Couple corners here. Door locked. Not amazing, but we could force it open. Again, we have our crowbar and fire axe. Let's use up the crowbar because I think the fire axe is a slightly better weapon. Nice to just have multiple options for doing the same thing. It just always makes for, like, choice matters kinds of things, you know? Okay, so we are in an electronics store. I've already got beer. Amazing stuff. You know, I'm just going to leave the radio again just because the main thing I wanted was the Terminus location. I want to be like a crazy Y2K person carrying around a lot of radios in my inventory. Watch out. We're going to... But what did I tell you, though, about the electronics store? Having all these radios, man. This game must have taken place in the 90s. Like, all of the... I want to call it primitive technology. This is the way things were. You could get, like, an RC car at a Radio Shack. You all remember Radio Shack? I just went to Radio Shack the other night in my dreams. Keepsake collector. Brightness 4. No, I mean, I did say I wanted light sources. Leg strike is kind of useless, I think. I'll take just more energizer, yeah. Good. Okay, we want to be using up all of our AP per turn. Okay, give me the other light source, because I just said I wanted light sources, and I do what I say I must. Let's use this radio again. Because they left medicine at the house near the Terminus. So we have relief items here. Did that actually even use up any AP? You can use the radio once a day, so if you find the radio early, it is an advantage. Oh, actually, this does give you information about round-the-map stuff. I thought this was just in relation to what is right next to the Terminus. I stand corrected. So this house is a domicile containing items of utility. Perhaps it will come in clutch. I mean handy. That sentence just didn't sound right. Right, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and maybe eat some food. So now we desperately need food. I'm just going to drink an entire coffee, and actually I didn't even need that. I could have just had a beer. I have a couple of sources of nourishment. Okay, amazing. This electronics store contained beer and chips. I will just take the flashlight. Okay, at this point in time, it is really just the hunger that is going to get me killed. Exposure is the real enemy. What is heavy? You know, I don't think I'm going to get much use out of Keepsake Collector now. Do we have bandages yet? We haven't found bandages yet. Wow. That is something else. Let's go ahead and eat these potato chips. Remember when you were a kid and they tried to, like, tell stories to scare you not into eating potato chips? Like, if you eat so many potato chips, you'll turn into a goon. And that scared the living daylights out of you. And you didn't eat another potato chip because you didn't want to turn into a goon. Or worse, you yourself would turn into a potato chip. So many horrible things they say to children to scare them. And honestly, they work. Not gonna lie, they work really well. And maybe society would be better. Maybe it would be for the greater good if we just told people that they would turn into a goon. Maybe that's what the zombie apocalypse is. It's been getting me back into, like, zombie literature, zombie works of art, to play these turn-based games, man. Max Brooks' The Zombie Survival Guide, World War Z, and the many adventures of the zombie apocalypse. Okay, so where are we right now? We have made it to a clothing store. We don't really need clothing. I'm not sure this is even going to be entirely worth it. I think I'll just look on the displays to see if we can find, like, promotional foods or something. Because I find that clothing isn't really that useful. In real life, too. I try to just, any situation where I don't have to be wearing so many clothes, I attempt to avoid it naturally. Here we go. It's what's natural, after all. Let's go maybe over to the left a little bit. We could make our way up to the gun shop. I mean, there's no problem with just rushing the Terminus. Now, what happens at the Terminus? Spoiler alert. I'm going to give all the secrets. I'm going to divulge them now. When you arrive at the Terminus, it is basically a fenced-off building with railroad tracks in front of it. I don't actually want to get attacked here. Let's just stand there. There's a lot of familiars, a lot of allies shooting out of the Terminus at you. Okay, well, since you've done the door-breaking job for me, I could just go in at you. I think we'll try to use up the rest of these frying pans again. There we go, we've made it in. There's a lot of zombies, too, though, at the Terminus, so we want to be careful, or, I mean, it's a tricky place to go, is what I'm trying to say. We want to save some decent weapons, because we might have to do some fighting, we might have to avoid them. If we can enter the Terminus in the daytime, too, that's going to be easier. One time I made it there at night, and there were all these zombie moans just all around me, which was very scary, but it was also quite cinematic, because all these guards just started shooting out of the, Oh, we do need wire cutters for the fence at the end. Actually, we've already got them. We're good, never mind. I need them not. Dresser, okay, yeah, keep vitamins and a rat trap in your dresser. I'm sure that is bound to help you at some point. Honestly, it's like my own house. I had a vermin infestation a couple of months ago. And let me tell you, it was like thrilling. I mean, it was awful on the one hand. But it was also like, you know how, like, there's a small part of you that wants the end of the world. Like, it would be more exciting or something, right? Than your day-to-day life. So, when the vermin infested my house, naturally, excitement was in the air. Oh, whoops. I was so busy thinking about how I slayed the king of the rats that... Here we go, okay. Alright, so... practically all of these rooms have been broken into. This house is useless to me now. Okay, another desk we could read here, but I don't really think we found enough. But 2 fighting knives is nothing to scoff at. Man, this skillful search is really coming in handy. It is time to drink. Another day has gone by, I must down it. This guy has such insane tolerance and drinking like red wine and stuff, too. How does this man do it? Oh no, I've accidentally had just so much to drink now. I had beer and then wine and then 2 bottles of vitamin drink. Who am I? I gotta wait before I have any more of this. What is wrong with me? Alright, I am going back into the main room. Try to get to sleep. There's so many other things that can kill you in this game in just such a stupid way. Don't get it twisted. I love a good homelessness simulator. All right, let's go. Oh god. I'm going to sleep in the living room again on the floor. Is there even a... No, the sofa wouldn't even make a difference. I'm already a scholar athlete. Alright, we're going to need more food. This is what just happens in this game. You just run out of food. Okay, we've not checked the refrigerator. Forgive me. Sometimes I'm gonna check I forget to check a building. Okay, there we go. Salvation. Apples and bananas. This man has enough food. This... I must be, like, overcoming mass malnutrition, though, at the same time. Because of, just the sheer amount of food, man. Just a narcoleptic, morbidly obese man who has just completed a fast. Oh, God! What am I standing next to? Okay, I don't have a disease. Thank God. What the hell was that? Oh, this was a runner. Oh, that's not good. This is the first time I've ever encountered one of these. That is not okay. We're gonna go ahead and change to the fire axe. Wow, I did not expect that. That just came out of me out of nowhere. I am bleeding and I am drunk and I am content. That is a very, like, Buddhist piece of wisdom. Or it could be. It sounds like it could be. I will take... I'm very energized. I don't have a disease, though. Painkillers. I actually don't have anything that I'm looking for. Sad. A sad day. I do have the rubbing alcohol, but I need 2 rags. Okay, so I will just walk onto this gentleman's destroyed shirt, and then I will make a bandage of that. That was pretty bad. But, whatever. Alright. It's rare that I get attacked like that, because of generally how amazing I am. Okay, so I will craft this bandage. Whoops. I will use up the AP for crafting. And isn't that satisfying? Look at me go crafting a bandage. Aren't I special? Let's go ahead and maybe use that. Now we've got out of the crafting screen. We will use that. The bleeding has been healed, but I'm still drunk. It's time to go. Hopefully I won't encounter another runner like that. Oh god, no, not another one. Jesus. That's what I get for not using my flashlight. Okay, just ignore that. That was a series of massive blunders. Don't do that. I should probably not be walking around in the night. But this game can go from everything is totally fine to terrible in 3 seconds. Fortunately, that was not a runner. Alright, now I can take the weak medicine. Poof! Fortunately, we generally do find a lot of medicine throughout the game. Alright, so there is a bunch of debris in the path. Let's see if we can actually find the other way out. I do have a light source on now, though, so I should be able to see around me. Phew, man. I feel terrible. I can get there next turn. Let me just make sure there's no other zombies lying in wait to kill me. Oh, I'm getting cold. It's almost as if I should have put on a jacket in the furniture store. I mean, not in the furniture store. In the clothing store. You know what? Actually, we're doing pretty great in this playthrough. Aside from that one moment just a second ago, this has been a great playthrough. Let's go back and get a jacket. At first, I thought it would be kind of like uncool to put on a heavy winter coat, but now I'm starting to rethink this. Okay, we're losing HP from the cold. Actually, it's not that cold. It's only... I changed it to Fahrenheit. You can change it to Celsius. Oh, wow. There's even a temperature overlay? With cellular automaton... Actually, it's not necessarily cellular. It might be. Doesn't look like it. I don't think it is. It's just kind of cell by cell. Totally different thing. Sorry, I just really enjoy the phrase cellular automata. So I have a tendency to overuse it. But it makes me feel right. Let's see if we could just get something else. Oh, this place also has bags! Well, then let's look around a little bit. See if we can find anything else. And some crackers! Amazing stuff. Where else would I have found these edible crisps? Let's go and... Okay, I will just start to use the things that I find. I'm not really going to use my duct tape. Although maybe I could start repairing axes so that I don't have to be carrying around like 5 axes. Maybe that is a little bit dunce-like of me. You can get overheated as well, so keep that in mind. We don't really need tons and tons of clothing. Alright, the denim jacket would be pretty good. I guess let's check on these other mannequins, though. If we manage to find like a backpack or something, my day is made. I'm not going to grab the jewelry. It can be useful for trading with other survivors, but I find other survivors to be... Unless if we're recruiting them, other survivors can be a little bit hostile. I kind of prefer to just play this game solo, although it does control well as a kind of squad-based game. Was this? I think the other one was better. I will wear that. Okay, alright, so we have a couple of layers on us now. I don't want to put on a ton, because that's going to get me encumbered. Do we have... Okay, yes, a fanny pack again. And corpse, potentially... Alright, so again, it's pretty much just... Nope, I don't want to cause a disease, so let's just keep moving. Again, it's mostly satiety and hydration. I find that this generally tends toward just satiety. That is the one that I need to handle. Like the hydration more or less handles itself. Water is plentiful, which I think is nice. One less thing to worry about. You know, I'm going to go retrace my footsteps now. The way ahead looks pretty good, so we are probably going to make our way to the gun shop. I wouldn't skip on that, and the house will hopefully be the source of some type of food as it contains relief supplies. I will actually use the radio once more today. There's a group of survivors at the Terminus. Okay, fine, we know this about the Terminus. Okay, so we know where a large patch of zombies is located. A place to be cautious. Which we weren't going to go there anyway, so fine, but at least it can tell us some things to avoid as well as things to seek. And look at this. Energy decrease. Ooh, we don't have to sleep as much. Ooh. Or body. Ooh, all of these are good. Truly, all of these are amazing perks. I think I want to prioritize... No, you know, energy would be great. But at the same time, some of it was spill over and get wasted. So I think head strikes, simply because we go for head strikes pretty much 100% of the time. So I think that this would be a useful stat. Now, searching through each of the houses, but maybe just for perhaps sources of food, would be the best. It's funny to me, like, this game... There's so many other games that do stuff like this, mechanically, you know, but somehow this game manages to be interesting the whole time. Like, I'm enjoying the minutia. And I'm trying to figure out what it is mechanically about this game that makes it so, like, great. Because, I mean, all I'm really doing is going in and out of doors. Maybe it's just something about the clicking of the doors. I guess it's because I play so many games like this that I think, like, what made one game a hit and what made people really like one but not another, you know? Because this game has it, in my opinion. Anyway, sorry, I'm back to work. There's something subtle about the animations, just the joy of clicking the heads. It's a good time. Let's go ahead over here. Let's see if we can avoid this soldier zombie. If he has a decent memory. Man, look at him navigating around corners. The pathfinding, they seem to have some type of memory here. Some type of memory going on. Let's go ahead, now that we have all this AP, we'll just use up this pan. Nothing like using up an entire pan to destroy a man. Oh, I feel so alive. A zombie man, mind you. Screwdriver, here we go. Alright. Food, spam, ham, foodstuffs. This is what we need. Machete. Man, somebody's just keeping a machete on the counter. This is America. This is great. Okay. Good enough. We're not staying for too long, though. We can't dilly-dally, of course. Neither dillying nor dallying will be the appropriate course of measure here. I will search this couch. There we go. Ointment. Ointment. I have so much crap on me, but I don't really want to get rid of any of it, to be totally honest with you. I think we do a bit of a sleep here. We take part in a sleep. There's not much else we could do for today. We could read this book. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it. Okay, there we go. We don't actually have a desk, and there is no desk anywhere near to be had. But we can apparently read in the dark. That's allowed. I don't think we need the full 8 hours, but, you know, satiety and hydration doing okay here. We have this big thing of spam or ham or whatever it is. Let's use up our intoxication whilst we sleep, so that the spirits don't haunt me while I'm awake, but only in slumber. I'm thinking, God, we just really have so much crap on us this time. Mind you, not like bad crap, but just a lot of stuff. That's a good thing. But, you know, it makes me want to scream some of the time. Let's go ahead and sleep on the couch. Oh, duh, I just realized I don't even need a couch because I am a scholar athlete, of course. Let's go ahead and finish this off. If we have some type of perk that could reduce satiety requirements, that may be an opportunity to be had there. Take this guy out with a pen. Okay, I mean, I had all the sleep that was needed by me, and I still have 6 hours left. I could probably just get hopped up on vitamins. Potent vitamins. Alright, I will do that then. That way I have some energy just throughout the day in general, because I woke up a little too early. My circadian rhythms are off. We'll take the intuition. That way we get a little bit... It's always these weird, sketchy situations with the night zombies that you get killed in anyway, so let's just take care of that. It's a good way, you know, we have reading. Reading, it's like being stuck on an airplane or something. Get a book done. Use the time productively. But it's like little mechanics like this that make this game, in my opinion, great. You know, like how is it that reading a book on a couch and hitting a man through a destroyed door are all just pleasurable tasks? It is a mystery, perhaps. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn on a flashlight. Let's get a move on before it gets too light out. I mean, we can get started moving before it gets light out. I think that'll be fine. We do have another zombie there, though. No possible paths. We may actually have enough. I think we'll have enough. Oh, there's a lot of them out here, though. How did that happen? May actually just be better off avoiding this entirely. Yeah, let's go back into the house, and we will escape through a window. Allow them to give chase to you, boy. Okay, this is a satisfying conclusion to me, except for the fact that there is a bunch of debris up there. Debris, actually we haven't even had to clear any debris yet. Who am I even? Alright, I will just allow this to happen. Time will... Wait, really? Look at how good I am at dodging, though, man. I am like a dodge god. I just read the book about how to hit you at night. How does that make any sense? Well, whatever. Look at me go, hitting people that aren't even there in the dark. Jeez, that was a lot, though, man. Don't you think? Okay. The pan was broken. Success! Huzzah! I have used up the pan that I sought to be rid of. Let's just keep moving over here. There is a... Oh, God, and we're even... We're compressing more compression bandages into my stupid inventory. Alright. The event of clearing out debris, I find annoying. You know, I just said all the things that I like. Now I'll tell you something that I hate. I hate the clearing of debris. It upsets me. But look how skilled I am, bro. Okay, so here is basically the way that debris works. So we've got the amount of debris, 9.1 debris. I know it seems silly that there's all this other space where he could, like, move around, but just suspend your disbelief for a moment. So I'm going to use 10 AP. I'm not very strong, so that's not really going to aid me very much, but I will remove 2.2, so I'm going to have to use several turns in order to clear out this debris. If we had a shovel, we would be able to do better, but unfortunately don't, so we can't, and that's that. It's a sad life. You know, actually, give me the rest of this water. I require that. All right. This is a couple more debris clearings. But look at all that AP. This is why I think the athlete is such a good profession. I mean, second maybe to the soldier, just because of the sheer amount of combat you get into. Or the fact that combat is... The game begs replayment, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, it is a different experience. And some of the classes seem drastically different. I don't remember cars from the last time I played, but that's like a whole different option, too. Can you even imagine owning a car? Crazy, I know. All right, another house. We'll see if it's got any food in it. Crowbar. Something, I think it's subtle about, like, the sound effects here, too, that just sound, it just rubs me right. Wow, we really don't have a backpack after all this time. What a failure I am. I have redeemed myself. Okay, like I said, food. Yep, not enough AP. Take me to the gun. I really... Actually, are we even going to be any good with the gun when we get it? Man, look at all the perks I have this time. This is so good. The fast learning was such an amazing thing to get. Okay, so, Oh, actually, combat governs melee and shooting. Of course, observation is extremely useful for shooting, because then you can shoot from afar and never have to throw hands with any evildoers, assailants, or bad people in general. The pan. Behold the pan. Oh no, the food is beginning to rot. See, this is another reason to move fast. Bad things happen when you don't. So let's go ahead and we will, I guess we will just end the turn there. And then this will bring us to the, the gun shop. Which hopefully we'll be able to cross over to the left from there. Sometimes these are impassable. But that is probably even more important than getting getting food from here is more important. It's the exposure that kills. Basket fish trap. I suppose you could, like, settle down and do something somewhere, but that doesn't really feel like my style. Yeah, we just have to use up the rest of these pans. I don't like a pan to go to waste, you know? I'm a good guy. I don't waste. I've never littered before. I haven't even breathed out any carbon dioxide. Let's go ahead and just... I've just held it in because of how morally perfect I am. I don't know why is that like a subtle thing? Man, playing maybe it's because back when I was a kid, the phrase global warming came in vogue. And like now that maybe it's like a George Carlin kind of thing that they call it climate change. Maybe separate I'm not going to split hairs. But at the same time, growing up at that time during the Bush era, one could not help but think that like some sort of environmental world-ending event was going to take us. And so it felt as though, maybe based on the zombie literature being like an allegory for people's inability to work together and solve problems and like the nature of human nature and, you know, yeah, bro. I guess that's what I was trying to say. But I can't help but feel like there's something immoral about the fact that I breathe out carbon dioxide. That I am just innately wrong. In college, I tried to write this and become a vegan. It didn't help. I got really hungry. I got so hungry, and then I had to give up. But anyway, that's the story of the philosophizing. Philosophizing, I mean, izing, isn't actually a word. But yeah, the zombie genre has always begged the philosophizement thereof. Oh yes, praise Zeus, we have found a pistol. Unfortunately, we have only rifle suppressors and a choke. And attachments that work only for a rifle. Except for this laser sight, which contains the word laser and is exciting. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. This is incredible. Oh, wait, I did have a pistol suppressor. Sorry, those look so alike. I guess I'll save another one because there are other... Oh, excuse me, I just hit the mic. There are other options, but this is not a bad store. And Ooh, vertical foregrip. Ooh, I think we already have more than enough rifle suppressors. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop these ones because if I'm getting max one of each item, right? Oh, 2x or 4x scope. I guess more is probably better in general, but up close, what is... I'm just trying to think in terms of this game's logic. I understand that they both have uses. Ooh, holographics. Hologram. Oh my god, even more exciting. Holographic. Is that better? Hang on a second. So one thing you could do is dismantle the weapons. We don't really want one of each, I guess, right? Laser sight accuracy and range plus 40%. AP consumption minus 0.5. Really? I would think that holographic would be more advanced and exciting. I mean, it is more versatile. There is that. Okay, so then the laser sight seems better to me in every way. Let's add that on there. And then in the meantime, pistols don't actually have condition. I don't see the point of carrying around two. Sadly. I'm just going to, range plus 2, range plus 4. Okay, I'll take range plus 4. I mean, if that's the logic we're going by here. Get rid of another pistol suppressor. So I have a choke in case if I find any, like a shotgun, but I doubt that it's going to happen from here. This was a very good gun store. It had everything and more. Very much awesome. Although now we are just so over-encumbered again. It's time to just eat and drink more than I'm supposed to. Man, this almost feels like a replacement for Neo Scavenger. I think the one thing that would make me really super happy would be to play this like a survival. Maybe I will the next time. I kind of wanted... It's nice to have something that is a potential goal, Ooh, grocery store. We could aim for that, Although we might run out of satiety before we get there. What to do? What is the answer? Methinks if we can't find a way over to the left, then we must go north. Okay, north it is. Let us attack this man with... Maybe we will use this pistol now. I mean, this pistol is so souped up. Look, the little ping sound is very satisfying. I don't even see the point of carrying a bone knife around. Like a total barbarian. Oh, it is night. My upsetment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Alright, we did find another house. Okay, so improvised attack. Potentially useful. We haven't really done any trading. I will take more skillful search. Why not? I mean, we were using it before. That's fine. Totally fine. Of course. Okay, so I would say that we are about 6 locations away from Terminus. We're getting hot now. We're getting real hot. We have too much energy because we took all of those pills in the morning now, though. So that is problematic and bad. Let's just go inside. Sleep for the night. Rest up. Maybe get some food. But I don't want to die of something dumb, like dying of not having eaten enough bananas right before the end would feel stupid, so... Just try to avoid that potential reality. I guess I could cook along the way, but, I mean, no, look how much is just non-perishable in here. Look, this orange is still great. God, can you imagine dying of eating a rotten banana? Tragic. Oh, there are a lot in here. Okay, I think I can take this one out really fast, though. I'm not over. Actually, I've already ruined it. He's probably gonna break into the window. This game always managed to be interesting, though. One thing I'll say that I haven't really remarked on yet is the zombie variety is nice. I'm not really a big fan of, like, special infected. I find that they can get a little, like, too crazy too fast, you know? I don't like new experiences. But, you know, like, when a zombie will leap from the sky, I just find that less than... But, like, it's a dead guy, you know? So just this subtle difference between the fat zombies and the others is remarkable. And that's why I'm remarking on it. Anyway, let's see if we can get a backpack here. If we can get something slightly better. Oh, this is much better. Okay, I'll use that. Because I could save some of these charges. Nah, I'm good. Not even gonna say anything. Some of these houses, although some of these houses are a little unpredictable, you know? Like, oh god, I think I just ran into one. Oh, he actually did scratch me. But see, that is my agility at work. I am an excellent dodger. I am trained in... Maybe I shouldn't be using the pistol so much anymore. Yeah, let's use up something heavier. Yeah, it's a waste. Let's use the long knife spear. Take that. Get that out of my inventory. Let's use up all the stuff that's about to go anyway. The bat. The wood bat is broken. Okay, good. So we just freed up our inventory a bit more. It's midnight. We can get another solid 6 hours. Although, do I dare to do that? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. There's nothing else to do. Alright, I've got to find food, though. It's getting rough, man. Okay, we've made it through the night. I have survived at the house. There's zombies every 3 seconds at this house, man. Man, my dodge is so... Look at me go. This must be a fast zombie right here. What else? Yeah, there we go. Zombie runner, man. So, okay, maybe a little bit of special infected, but it keeps it interesting. We could assume that it's a fast shambler. In order to maintain my suspended disbelief. All we keep finding are houses. As long as we stay away from this thing, though. We might get led into that, though, if we don't... Just afraid if we... Okay, well, actually, there's this other railroad over here, which could be leading that way. You know, I think we might be able to go up and to the right. Try to get to this grocery store if we don't find any food in this house. Are we at 5 a.m.? Okay, the light is about to return. Phew. Happy thoughts. We're gonna get through this. We're getting close to the Terminus. We've made it to all the houses. Don't die yet. All these dressers, man. Everybody's keeping food in their dresser in this universe. So random, man. Although I do like that it's a little more unpredictable. Like I tend to find food in the places where one would expect food. You know, that's how it is. Okay, I will take those for a little bit more energy. Okay, give me the kitchen knife. Actually, the encumber. Who am I kidding? At this point, I'm never going to run out of weapons. That's been the one thing I've been not lacking in this entire run. I guess I could put the battery. Yeah, let's recharge whatever we can. Let's recharge everything. Recharge it all. Oops. Oh, it's all good. I can recharge the radio as well. Use the radio again. So you can keep using it every day to learn a little bit more, you know? The path between blah, 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 and blah, 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 blocked by debris. Okay, that is information. Oh, it behooves us thus, then, to go... Okay, so I know the path. We're going to this house, then to the electronics store. Let's not dilly-dally any longer. Away to Terminus we go, don't we? Oh god, that's awful. What a terrible thing to encounter. I want to save a little bit of pistol ammunition for what is coming next. Do I have enough AP to move over here? Yeah, I do. I think I can just ignore this crawler completely, but I didn't expect you there. So it seems to me at times that more and more zombies kind of pile up day by day. It just feels denser. Now, I haven't tested this hypothesis, but they do seem to... Ooh. Actually, I think I could just go totally to the next tile. Yeah, I'm fine. Only thing I'm not really being careful here. is that I have some AP when I get to the next tile. Because what if there's somebody right next to me? No, at this point, should we just book it? Now, the electronics store before I had a bunch of chips. We've got 1, 2, 3, probably 4, maybe 5 more locations. Now, the Terminus itself is a hot spot. It's a rough place. We're gonna need a lot of AP. We're gonna want to make sure that we get there in the day if we can. It's not a very long fight. It's more just kind of cinematic, but you could die like a very sad and climactic death. It would be a very immersive way to perish, but we wouldn't win. And I do like to win these games so that people, or at least edit these videos to make it look like I'm better than I am, so that people have some belief in me. Minus 15. Ooh, this is very nice. Wish I'd seen that before. So now we can stick to good weapons. I don't think we have enough time that this really matters, but you know, we might not even really need to read this. It's the satiety that's going to kill me first, if anything. Yeah, I will just keep this book on me in case if for some reason we have to fight like 20 zombies in the next place. I'll worry about it later. Let me just drop off some of these flashlights as well. The small ones aren't going to be as useful to me anymore. I will just recharge these. And, you know, I think I've got all the information now, so I'm just going to drop the radio as well. Yeah, like, I don't think that there's anything else that's really going to change me. Yeah, alright, whatever. Drop that off too. I'm just trying to shed any excess weight. Try to make it easy for me to just run out. Only thing is morale right here is a little low. I could read the Bible. Alright, we'll just sit here and read the Bible for... Let me just eat an entire ham and cheese sandwich before... I'll get to the zombie right in front of me in like 2 minutes, but I have to finish off this sandwich first, you know? It's not going to finish itself. The advantage of the Bible is actually a pretty good item. For some reason, it reminds me of the Binding of Isaac to have a Bible in my inventory. But it can renewably give morale, so I do quite like it. And I've noticed that it is widely available in the church, because the church is a regularly spawned location. And it's sort of like, well, what am I going to find in a church? Well, morale. Ooh, this must be a runner. Okay, I think we're good to just go straight for this. We're gonna just run through the railroads. So let's just, yeah, we just gotta be cautious here now. Oh God, oh wait, no, it's just a fat zombie, never mind. Oh, wow, 17! I'm just leaving, sir. Okay, that was good. I took out the soldier zombie. We'll move up one more space. How much more time do we have left in the day? 7 more hours. So I'm thinking right here, we could book it to the grocery store before the end of the day if we want, because the electronics store isn't really going to have that much. I mean, it might have food, but come on, there's a grocery store right there. I do want a little bit more food because I'm not sure I'm going to make it to Terminus, because we might have to do some awkward stalling. Wow, my accuracy is terrible right here. This is a regular zombie. We should be able to... Oh, God, my aim is so bad right now. I just lost control of myself. Just used up the entire rest of it. I just did what I said I wouldn't do. Okay, never mind. I'm dumping off the extra. You know what? If I find more ammunition, it's just going straight to the pistol. I just want to drop off excess weight. At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to shed layers. We're going straight for Terminus. Oh, I forgot about my cigarettes in my inventory. Let me just use one of those. Cool. Okay, full morale. Let's just go in for the melee attacks, man. Unfortunately, you can't do a melee pistol attack, or at least I don't see the option if I can. I don't seem to see that, yeah. I think we just book it, man. Oops, 10 AP required. Okay, wait. Should be able to get there anyway. So many of these... Okay, here we go. So many of these survival games just have no goal, end goal insight. that I feel as though a lot of people, or this will appeal to a lot of people just because it has a default goal, and I find that that helps me just enjoy the game more. You know, man? I don't think he can get through this fence attacking me. Yeah, he attacks the fence instead. Alright, we can actually cut this, so we don't have to use up 11 AP. Ooh, look at the little animation. Nice. Okay, here we go. Off and away. Up and away we go. Railroad. What do we do? You know, I think I'm actually gonna be able to fit in another grocery store trip. I'll be totally fine. Okay, let me get away. Ooh, no, not good, not good. Bad, not good. This is the reason why I spent most of the playthrough attempting to avoid the railroad, is because there are just so many zombies swarming it in and out. Which I do think makes for added flavor, you know, like how did they get there? Okay, knit gloves. We did lose our gloves before. I'll take those. Yeah, oh god, look, another one right there. I'm, like, not even ready for any of these. Okay, I broke a fighting knife now, too. This is the reason why I said, I mean, you'd think I could just book it, but I still feel like another grocery store is gonna be in order here. Okay, I'll wait with the pliers. Grocery store, then get out of here. We've made it, we didn't do it in a week. We're on day 7 in the daytime. The last time I did it in 6 days, but... Oh, I was also showing off some of the features of the game, I suppose. Okay, grocery store. Time to get fat right before we go. Normally, well, actually, you know what? The fact that it's night, I really don't like to book it through the, Oh, wait a minute. I have a crowbar in my inventory, right? Yeah. Why did I waste AP? Yeah. Close the door. And maybe step back a little bit. And now the reason I'm doing this partly is because I don't want to get to Terminus in the night. Like I said, just too many zombies on the railroad tracks. You can insta-die in this game too. I think which keeps the tension going. It doesn't feel unfair either. But you know, like all these nighttime encounters, man. Not very cash money. Okay, here we go. That's broken. This can be a pain. So we can pretty much just eat everything off the shelves, but now everything is rotten. It's like right before we're about to get out of here, too. Dried fish, I can eat that. Onion, an entire onion. I'm just a savage. Right, I have consumed an entire can of Spam. Where is my award? I think we're good now. I don't have to carry, like... God, I'm carrying, like, a whole Poland Spring Mega Pack with me. That's crazy. Jeez. Maybe one more sleep. Maybe. Okay, give me morale, give me hydration. I'll just take that because it's free locations. Then, right, you can just instantly use this. Throw that aside. Where do we even see anyway? Oh wow, we've really got a layout of the whole map. So this is how you can see just how wide and expansive the game world is, which is pretty good considering that, you know, you're just trying to get to one location. Right, here's where you make a mistake, though, you know? Like, because it does get dense with the dead right in front of Terminus. I think I will just stand right here in case if any of them are out in this room. So I'm gonna have to reactivate my flashlight again right here. Nah, nothing. Just a bunch of rotted fish. I guess we'll check shelves. Okay, we're getting really close to Terminus now. We have a big zombie over there. I'm not even gonna stay anywhere around here. I was thinking I might sleep in this. I don't know whether I will anymore. It might take an entire turn of hits to take him down. I do have a lot of alcohol on me now, though. Probably not a great way to fight. I know our character, like, does well with that, and he gets morale out of it. But now we've got the satiety that we were seeking. Maybe we just go hole up in, like, somebody's house and then we run away, and that's the end of the apocalypse. Like, you know, Max Brooks said it in the... Look, here he comes. He's huge. Look at the size of this guy. What do we do? What do we do? So we could just have some vitamins and run for our lives, which might not be bad, but let me tell you, like, it's almost like, which one do I want to fight less? Terminus. Okay, well, I'm not drunk now. It took me like 5 minutes to wear that off, so let's take him out. Let's see if we can do this. He's a big guy. He's a huge guy. What is our best weapon here? Probably the fire axe, right? Head attack plus... Ooh, head attack plus 25. That's the stuff. 3.6 to 4. Okay, yeah, I think this is the one. Wow, look at that. Look how powerful I have become. I am the greatest warrior of all time. I find out only... Look at that. Now, that is a subtle thing. Listen to that. Whoops, I'm using up AP here, but how the rain pitter-patters, like, with more or less high ends, depending upon... I love it when games do that, like the sound effect subtleties. It's beautiful. Let's go ahead and sleep in this... Oh, no, actually, no room here is safe. Alas. No one is near me. I'm going to bed. This is not really, Can we sleep? No, we don't have an alarm clock, so I'm just gonna do it. Because, you know why? I am unafraid. And if someone breaks in, then I might hear the noise. Fortunately, they're over there and not by the other window. Okay, it is almost morning. I think we should just run away now. That is the ultimate plan. Yep, we are going to Terminus now, so we're just gonna book it and leave. Don't bother fighting people, just go. There's no reason, there's nothing else to be won, nothing else to be had from winning any fights here. Let's just go. Turn on the flashlight, here we go. Okay, so now it is just from railroad to, oh wow. Gosh, I wish I had gotten this earlier. Minus 10% AP to move to another place. Plus 25% damage attacking. Well, I guess we've got so many tools left now. Let's just do Pathfinder just so that we get a little bit more AP on that last bit. This was a great run, man. Until right now, when I just position myself directly between two zombies. Please do not take me. Oh god, that felt really dumb. I got distracted. I am sad. I may have just thrown the entire run for nothing. In moments like these, it is 6 a.m., so we have sunset. Or the sun has risen. Let's just cool it. I got a little overexcited there, man. We have no way of restoring HP. I will just take these weak vitamins, though, because those are fine. Ignore status ailments for 6 hours. It might not be bad. I'm definitely not going to have to use sleeping pills anymore. Let's just throw down everything that is giving us encumberment. Unfortunately, we got cold. I guess I must have gone through my jacket. I'm going to smoke a cigarette. Why can't I use it? What am I doing wrong? Hang on a second. Oh, I don't have a lighter. Okay, then I will throw those on the ground. I have my Bible with me. I can just get rid of this, too. I'm probably not going to be able to use any of this. Why am I even carrying all this crap on me anymore? Let me just drop all the things I'm not going to be able to use. I have several axes in my inventory, and that's what matters. I don't need 8 water bottles anymore, either. Turns out we had more than we needed, so that is quite good. I will just drink the rest of this cola, and now we just avoid getting attacked. End the turn. Although we are cold, so we're losing HP, so we have to get to this terminus before we die of cold, too. We don't want to take any HP damage to that. But yeah, again, we're like just finding zombies around. Okay, so we have 11 AP, but it requires 10 to move, so I think we wait until next turn. My heart is in my mouth, man. We're almost at Terminus. So much has led to this day. so much. Now, okay, so the two railroads. Oh, there's actually divergent railroad tracks. That is quite nice. Ooh, railroad intersection. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and use this weak medicine. We just get a little bit more of our just convenient medicine lying in the middle of the pack. Now, there is a bunch of crap on the railroad tracks. Like, somebody just must have the back of the railroad just open, waiting for people to, like, come up behind it. Actually, it's not quite as crowded here as I thought it would be. Okay, but here now, I have 7.9 AP, so we still have daylight. Good. I will end the turn because I'm about to get to Terminus. But it doesn't end immediately when we get to the Terminus tile. It's quite cool there. Yep, here it is, Terminus. Now, it was kind of cool when I got there at night because I couldn't see around me, but yeah, this is Terminus, and look what you got here. So you just got tons of zombies all over the place. This is the reason why I wanted AP when I got here. You need to just fight a whole horde, right, when you get there. So let's take out this one, and now I may be okay just standing here. I have 3 standers. There could be more that way. Let's just move 1 tile over. Okay, I will take out this one as well. No matter where I go, I'm probably going to get hit by somebody. Maybe I can get a little bit closer and take out 1 more, because I'm not going to be the only one doing this in a second. Can I take out you too? Oh, I can, but I can! Now I'm not in anyone's range. Maybe one of them. You know what, I'm just going to stand here, because what happens next is quite cool. So they're shooting down the other zombies around me. From Terminus's windows. Reinforcements have arrived. It's kind of cool when you've been playing the whole game single player, and finally you get some help. Now, my last run, I did actually get a survivor, but she was just a meat shield. She was like a very strong woman who carried a lot of goods, and then died. But this time I did it the same way as I did the first time, so I got... Well, I'm not in the gate yet, but I'm just about there. But I something about doing it solo, man. Alright. I think we're good. We can just cut this now. I mean, I'm probably not the greatest guy for cutting open the gate to Terminus. I'm just gonna stand here for a minute, because I just want to see what else they take out. Ah, that's kind of cool. Oh, look, they've actually got, like, gun animations from the window. I didn't even notice that the first time. Okay, so we are in Terminus, and that's it. Then we get stats on our whole run, and plus a cool, like, pixel art ending screen. But I do believe that there are other alternate endings, too. Like, you can, like, escape in a boat or something as well. I mean, I haven't managed to do it. I'm just a guy who survived a week, but don't take it from me. Locations visited 21, number of zombies killed 77, survival skill 109. Time taken to arrive 7 days. Unlock new occupation. So great. I think we get the next row for that, and then you get to show your like whole journey trace over, which is kind of fun. I like that. Where we put all our AP. Difficulty normal, blah blah blah. I mean, I think you could crank up the difficulty because now I've got 2 out of 3. Yeah, 2 out of 3 games I've played, I've won. So let's get the new occupations. Park ranger, start fire without using a plank. Without a lighter, using a plank. Okay, maybe somewhat useful. No cold loss, kind of eclectic. Lifting furniture. Placing furniture on a tile kills zombies. See, stuff like this is cool. No move AP increase until wait. Okay, so lots of pack mule. Consume all 100% to dodge. Okay, that's kind of cool. Martial artist. So lots of different professions in the game too. Just lots of replayability. I really should go down some of the other scenarios. We've got 2 survivors now at Terminus. I guess this is the ones we've beaten it with. But yeah, I just think it's definitely a game worth checking out if you are into zombie survival games, but you find a lot of games like too open and sandboxy, and you just want something where you get a little bit more fun out of it. This game is really fun. I enjoy it. It's a good way to spend an hour or two and just get a lot of satisfaction out of it. And I see a lot of that on Steam. People who kind of crave that experience. Personally, I enjoy it a lot. I think they did a great job with flavor and just kind of nailing the whole house under attack zombie movie theme, as well as just kind of feeling like a tabletop experience too, which is pretty nice. Oops, this is the same screen as I had before. I will just X out of this. Anyway, Terminus, Zombie Survivors. Once again, big thanks to the devs for sponsoring this. It really means a lot. Once again, I checked this game out, grabbed it, acquired it, found it for myself years ago, and had nothing but good things to say about it. Finally hitting the 1.0 release. Thanks again for sponsoring it. I fully endorse this game. I know it's taking a sponsor, but take that with a grain of salt because I already covered it. Anyway, yeah, do check it out. I believe I'll have a link below for you guys to check out the game if you want to. And yeah, lots of good things to say. You can check out the reviews for yourself too. It's overwhelmingly positive on Steam, which is like always a full endorsement. But yeah, I think that's about it. Here's all the updates. I think I'm on the right build right here. Anyway, yeah, I think that's about it. As always. Oh, and yeah, what did my level increase to? I'm invested. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and until next time.